everybody, Doug Mr. Guy here, getting ready to do turn 6 of our playthrough of Dead Panic. Yeah, so I'm probably going to do this turn, maybe next turn, see if I can finish. I have so many other things that I've been asked to do, want to do, I believe this what I've done with this so far is giving you a good idea of the game, how the game plays, which is really the point. Though there are some games that are really story driven, and I like to see them through to the end and do a great storytelling session with them. You know, like A Touch of Evil is a good example, or Fortune and Glory. And this one too can be that way as well, since you're playing characters. But this one reminds me a lot of Castle Panic. Great game. Well, they're very similar games, as we've discussed in the past. But we're going to move on. So we were at turn 6, and our police officer Sandra had the bait token. Now, I've had some. I also, by the way, have had some recording issues with this. The last video I tried to do during a storm. Really had some challenges there with the lights, and it's crazy. Anyway, we're gonna try and get this one done and continue on. So, like I said, we're here with Sandra, the police officer. She's got some pretty good items around her, but she's not in a good place to do much with them at this point. She does, however, have a chainsaw. And by the way, this flare gun actually is not a flare gun anymore. It's just a club. She used it. And she does have an injury, so she has to be a little careful. She's really good with firearms, but she doesn't have one. So I've been debating on this turn as we start the turn for the players. Does she search and then attack, or or does she move and attack and then try and build? If she moves and attack, she won't be able to build up on the walls because she has a hammer and nails, which would be very cool for her to do. Yeah, so what we're going to do, I think, first, I think it's wise that she draw another cabin card and try desperately to find a firearm. So we're going to do that, and we're going to see what it is that she draws. Well, it wasn't a firearm. EpiPen, so +1 to melee rolls, +1 combat can be used after the roll. Played, it's no action. So that's not too bad. If a zombie moves into her space, which they undoubtedly will at some point, that will help. We do have a radio piece out in the field, but she's not going to move out. I mean, it just doesn't make a lot of sense for her to move out and make herself a target, considering that she's injured, and she's going to have a zombie move on her this turn, move into her space as well. But she's got the chainsaw and the EpiPen, so she's going to be able to kill a zombie pretty effectively. That gives her 5 cards. She can't actually hold anymore, and we'll have to assume she's dropping this club flare gun, which will discard it, and keeping these much more useful items. And oh wait, she's got a rifle with 1 shot left. What was I looking at? Shows you haven't played in a while. Well, then good, for a second turn, I think she'll pop that zombie there because that'll solve that problem. Yeah, so she has 2 ammo. She's going to reduce it to 1 ammo, and that will kill this zombie here, a little shambler, 1-point shambler, and that's going to be her turn. So she drew a card, got an EpiPen, and fired her rifle at that zombie. She's still got a survivor in the space with her, which will help her fight if zombies come into her area, which isn't incredibly likely at this moment, but isn't too far off either. So next we're going to move on to Al, the construction worker, and I think I know what we're going to do with him. So Al here, let's focus on Al. Let's see if we can get to focus a little better. He is out of weapons, really. I mean, he's got a club, which is a 1-use item. He's got grip tape for a melee weapon, and he's got a zombie muck, so zombies will ignore him, which is pretty cool, and he can use that effectively. But I think for now, again, we're in a situation where he really needs... I'm finding something about this game. You need to be drawing cards from the cabin a lot because the uses on the firearms and that are not very many. A good melee weapon works really well, though. So for his first action, he is going to draw... hey, good. Finally. Draw a card. He got a shotgun. He has 4 cards right now with his grip tape, his zombie muck, his club, which was once another shotgun, and now a shotgun. So with the second one, he is going to line up and, let me see, the shotgun does 1 point? Yeah, 1 point to 1 zombie. Yeah, so, okay. He's going to take out one of these 1-point zombies here, because he's got a couple of them. The creeper, he's not, so basically, here's the zombies we're talking about, right here. He's not too worried about the creeper. Creeper is going to come in, but the creeper's weak and may not even move. We are worried a little bit about this survivor here, who might get jumped. And we got these two wonderful, lovely shamblers and that brute. If he takes the brute down, the brute doesn't have a wall to break down, so he's going to come into the room. And we still have Ray with a pistol who can probably get rid of the brute. But I think for the shotgun shot of Al's, he's going to do that, and he will remove. You know what? Yeah, this guy's got 2 hit points on him right now. He's going to take a shambler out. And that was his second action. So that's going to be his turn. That's it for Al. You see they're barely keeping these guys out of the cabin right now, and I don't think that's going to last too much longer. So next we're going to move on to Ray. Ray is a paramedic, but we haven't been able to... Oh, I don't know why I have Ray as a zombie. I need to flip that back over. It actually did not happen. He's still a dude with 1 injury. Actually, he didn't have. He doesn't have. He's fine. Yeah, I think that was something from when we had the storm go crazy on me. Anyway, he's got a tire iron, hammer and nails, and a pistol. And I think that for his turn, he could go and I don't know, go over and heal Barbara or something. But let me. Ray's got 2 shots on his pistol yet. He can take out that brute, or he can take out the shambler and the creeper. Okay. So what I decided to do here with Ray was use his pistol. It's got 2 shots left, so we're going to use them both. Actually, we're going to use both his actions, and we're going to turn that into a club. And what we're going to do is our last bit there is get rid of this this nasty brute here and take him out. So he is gone from the board, and that was enough because he had 2 points left. Now, for our last player turn, for turn 6, we got Barbara. She does have an injury on her. But she has a very effective fire axe, and she has a crowbar. So she is in a space right here with a brute already. So she's going to have to make some attacks on that brute. Brute requires a 9 to hit. So Barbara's her fire axe gives her a +1 to hit all zombies, and it does 2 points of damage. So if she can just land a couple hits on this guy, she'll be done with him. So we're going to do that now. And she missed on the first one with a 6. So she did not do anything that time. But she did get a good roll the second time around with a 10. So that's going to do 2 points to this brute. So he's at 3, 2, 1. So there's a good chance that when combat comes around, she's going to be able to do him in. Now, next up, we're going to have to do zombies, but that ends the player turn for turn 6. So next up is the zombies turn. We're going to start with a event card. Let me get that out now. We'll start producing the events. Okay. Brute Blitz. So first off, we have to bring out that number symbol means 1 zombie for every player, every character in this case. So we have 4 characters. All brutes move 1 additional space during the zombie move phase. Those are just wonderful. But the good news is we have 2 brutes. So where I was hoping to protect this wall for just a little longer, it's going to go down when this brute comes up here and barrels through it on the next turn. And then we have that one there that's going to get to attack her twice unless we get really lucky. So we're going to do that now. So the next thing we got to do is actually spawn the zombies. I'm going to pause there. I'll spawn the zombies and come back. So I don't know how good this was. We had to bring out 4 zombies. We got 2 brawlers right here. Apparently there was a lot of brawlers left in the bag because we got 2 brawlers there. We had a brawler and a shambler come out here. So those are the 4 that came out this turn. Now all brutes are going to do double moves. So we'll start with this brute here. Before we do we're moving on to zombie moves, but we're going to do the brute first. So the brute does not have any line of sight on players, so he's going to move 1 here, and for the second attack, as is part of their special ability, he just breaks down the wall. So that's the end of that scenario with the wall there. This shambler is going to move up 1, and this brawler is going to move up 1. They do now see these players inside the cabin there. This brawler here is just going to move up 1. This one here is going to move up each one of those is going to move up one. This creeper, I have to roll to see if the creeper actually... I rolled a 6, so the creeper does actually move in the space with the survivor, as does the shambler. So we're going to put them both here, and we're going to put this brute here to show that they're going to be fighting. That's this pile right here. So we got a creeper and the brute right there, and that's basically all the zombie movement. So we're kind of in a good place from that perspective. We don't have a ton of zombies. Maybe a good time for Sandra to try and get out and, I don't know, get that radio piece, or do something useful. So we do also have hammer and nails. We can put walls back up, but there's no sense in doing it with that brute there. So now we got to go on to the combat that's going to go on right here with the zombies. Now the creeper moves, so yeah, we got to do some fighting. We'll do the shambler up here first against the survivor. So basically how that works is the survivor already only had 1 point, so that creeper kills him, and we put a radio part right there where he died. So, and that's good because we can get, if Barbara lasts another turn, we can get that radio part and move on. And the shambler doesn't need to do anything. Now, with Barbara, we do have a fight between her and the brute. Keep in mind she's got her fire axe, so she needs to roll a 9. Okay, she she failed on the first roll, which gives her another injury. She's got 2, so 1 more, and she's toast. And then she's got to roll again, which that wasn't she success, thank God. Okay, wait, hold on. Do brutes? Oh God, I was worried. She rolled doubles. There. And the brutes here, if you can see, have this ability where if they roll doubles, they win on ties. So anyway, she did succeed at that point. She does 2 points with the fire axe, and that will end that brute right there. So she lived, but barely, and that will end all the zombie turn actions for turn 6. Hey everybody, Doug here. Just wrapped up turn 6 of Dead Panic, and I wanted to come in and talk to you about a couple things as I go forward. One is, while people have been watching Dead Panic, it hasn't had as many consistent viewers as some of the other videos. So I know that within the ones we've done, we certainly demonstrated how the game plays and seen enough that you could probably make a determination on whether or not this is a game you would want in your collection. So my thought process here is that if you want me to continue, I'm going to ask you to give me a bunch of thumbs on this video. If I see a bunch of thumbs, I'll continue. And when I say a bunch, I mean maybe 30 or more, just to know there's enough interest to people watching. But if if this isn't one that's translating as well as a playthrough, or you've just got enough information that you know if it's something you'd like, then don't let me know either way, whether or not you want me to move on or not. I got so many things I want to do over the holidays that I want to make sure to get to them. For instance, I know I want to do a pretty big production with A Touch of Evil, which everybody will enjoy. Even people who aren't gamers can enjoy that because it's such a storytelling game. I got a lot of feedback on what characters people want to see in the game. I still have to pick a villain. Now, I kind of did a full moon with a wolf howling, so I thought about the werewolf, but I might surprise people and do something different. I don't know. Anyway, I want to move on to that one pretty quickly, and it takes a lot of space. So the table that Dead Panic's on, I need that space as well for that one. But if people want me to keep playing this one, I will. It's a fun game. I like Castle Panic, and so in closing, before I move on, I do want to say the quick review of the game. This is how I'll put it. If you like Castle Panic, you will like Dead Panic. If you like zombies, you will probably like Dead Panic. And if you like co-op games that have a lot of tension to them, this game can be tense because they come on pretty quickly. It seems a little harder, actually, than Castle Panic in some ways. Plus, you're playing individual characters, so you get more attached to them, and their death could be more traumatic in the game experience. So more tension there. So anyway, I think, again, I think I've given you enough information. If you want me to keep playing, give me thumbs. Otherwise, I'm going to move on to, give me a bunch of likes. If you're not, I'm going to move on to A Touch of Evil and some other stuff. I have also joined in a partnership, which I'll announce pretty soon in a video for the video game side, to do some playthroughs for a site And I'm going to do those too. I'm already doing them. I'm just going to do them for this first site instead of just on my channel, which will be a lot of fun, and you'll see those as well. So that being said, I don't want to drag this on. That was Dead Panic Turn 6. Give me a bunch of likes if you want me to go to Turn 7. Or tell me, do you want me to move on to A Touch of Evil? What do you want? Also, tell me what you thought of the game, if it's something you would like for your game group, pros and cons. You saw the rules, you saw how it plays. It's pretty straightforward. I think the event cards get pretty hairy. But I'm going to close it down there, so thanks again for watching. I can't tell you guys how much I appreciate all the viewing I'm getting. It may not seem like a lot, but this is a new channel, so to see, 40, 50,000 minutes of viewed time is great for me. It's motivating me to want to continue on and do more, and I like showing these things to you because I love games and I want everybody to play them. They bring families together around the table, friends together around the table, and except for video games, but the board games do, and they're a lot of fun to play. They teach you strategy, teach about winning and losing, which is something our children, I don't know, nobody seems to lose anymore. Everybody gets a trophy. So, losing in a friendly game is not such a bad thing. Like when I go into playing new games, I'm not out to win. I'm out to experience the game. I'll try to win. I'll do everything I can to win, but with as many games as I play, that's not always going to be the case. So anyway, that's going to end tonight. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate all the viewership. I appreciate the support. The support from the 12 Realms videos has been outstanding. So likes if you want me to continue with Dead Panic, or feedback if you want me to move on, whatever. I'm open to this, whatever, because I want it to be something you enjoy. So take care. You have a wonderful Thanksgiving if you're not viewing anything after this, and I hope you enjoy.